Who knows a Scratch remix is enough to cause controversies? I'm just going to quickly record this to tell you guys what's going on. Basically, the newest level of the instance has been released in absurdappel, and this is way harder than anything that's ever been made. You may be thinking, so what's the catch? The catch is exactly because it's too hard that no one could beat it anymore. Before everything, I'd just like to clarify that all decisions in this game are cautiously planned out. It's not one day I just woke up and felt like making something inhumane. In fact, all major updates are documented, like the absurdappel renovation, which is closely collaborated with Sendtime and thought out during the trip to China. Version 2.2 is documented as the difficulty charts and standards are more closely investigated. Version 2.3, well, thought I can't show you the document since it contains more about the future, but for this update specifically, the difficulty rating is carefully calculated. The color change is not a sudden thought, as a lot of scholarly work proves that every time a new major update drops, a color change is most evident in delivering that message. This isn't really just a remix with new levels anymore. The text alignments are perfectly placed. The red apple is to stop the barkers that try to find the red apple that doesn't exist, and the replay system. Well, I really have no clue how to make it work, but it kinda does, I guess. And now level 19 is carefully thought out as well. Level 17 is, well, pretty brutal for most players, but definitely not yet the limit I could have reached. And so level 18 is created, just to tell you all that this game doesn't keep accelerating like crazy. And level 19 is the final inhumane level, exploding my urge to make something truly impossible and absurd, no resting points at all, mixture of randomness and art, and the hardest night of all times. For whatever reason, this seems not the case for the player base right now. I try to tell the world over and over, this is the destination of inhumane creations. The max difficulty for the later levels is only going to be below, let's say, concyclic. But indeed, the incline of difficulty is just too evident not to see, and it just seems like I'm flexing. You know what? I don't really think I'm at fault. Thoroughly rated to be the hardest level at the time, it truly was a masterpiece of unspeakable art. Soon enough, a series of 5 more hard levels are made, because that's what the true gaming spirit is. We tend to raise the bar of excellence without a stop. It's not soon that I do realize I can't make much more after level 16 is made, as, quite frankly, little to no one can keep up with this elevation of difficulty, leaving a tiny community behind. And you know what? I absolutely agree that this is unsustainable, which is why it went from 4 bombs to 8, and it ended. In fact, it's just an illusion. Imagine if I hadn't put out a level like this in Absurd, does it make the game better? It's not like I'm scattering difficulty spikes all over the entire game, such that there's absolutely nothing left for the people that are trying their best. Let me simplify this entire thing. I add an extra stage. Challenge for the intermediate, decoration for the beginners. Done deal. Is it harming the Appel remix at all? Absurdappel is my S-tier creation. I'm proud that this area is the most fun training arena for platforming in general, and I'm proud that it contains levels that leaves people speechless once they see how it's cleared. Which is why my decision is to throw the best I could, and sustaining it by adding fun yet slightly challenging levels, but also including the highest potential of mine inside. I understand the fury and frustration some of you have is on this being seemingly inconsiderate of me to flex my skills by destroying the game, and I can't say that's what I expected, but it's also kind of unjustified. There are tons of insane and impossible Mario ROM hacks out there that just keeps adding more and increasingly hard levels, and those are fine, but it's the exact same thing that's happening with absurdappel. But again, thank you all so much for playing the game, and I'm definitely sorry that a level seems to pop out of nowhere and might have scared you off, but I hope you all can wait a bit more to see the future absurdappel that is indeed constructing every single day.